This is Meet China's biggest meme taking over the internet. The Zhang, yeah, Zhao guy. Okay, I don't really know much about China memes, so teach me about China memes, sure. By Ronton. Yo yo.
Have you seen this man?
I have not seen this man. Okay. Wow.
6 million followers on Chinese TikTok, 2.9 million followers on Chinese YouTube, 9.
As I always say, I don't think Bilibili is really Chinese YouTube, right? I kept thinking about it, but I think there's like other bigger sites, right? Like Bilibili is more like, you know, otaku YouTube in a sense.
5 million on Kuaishou, TikTok's biggest competitor in China. Well over 140 million views total. Thousands of re-uploads,
so he's a crazy
hundreds of
old guy.
imitations. A massive cult following in China and the West. Every now and then, a Chinese meme makes it over the Great Firewall, and when it does, I always wonder, why? Who is this guy? I've done the research, so strap in, because this man is unlike any other.
Yes, some muscles. Okay. Okay. Alright. Explain the memes.
Extensive and impressive. Animalistic exercises. Dinosaur walk, eating like a squirrel, duck walk, and whatever this is.
Whoa. That's some lushy, stretchy skin.
Giving encouraging and very loud speeches with exaggerated facial expressions. Singing.
Alright.
Wearing oversized shoes, using oversized chopsticks. He plays the kwaiban so well that he did a 1 hour-long stream, not saying a single word and just going.
Hey, it goes down.
He also cooks a lot of simple vegetarian food, recites poems, sometimes all at the same time.
I guess he's a comedian.
He's known for his
Wasn't that Katusha? He's doing like a Chinese version of Katusha.
slogans like Now, "Aolige" is untranslatable. It's not even Chinese. It is very trendy internet lingo among the rural subculture in China. One of the earliest recorded usages is from a construction work on Kuaishou.
What's your name?
But it's drivel. Nobody knows what the hell he's on about. So this clip made the rounds, and the Aolige was imitated by other creators. Always in combination with something encouraging, like a "let's go" type thing. It got even bigger when someone decided to eat shit from a makeshift toilet for views, and of course it had to be accompanied with a hearty So our guy here did not
Most normal TikToker.
invent the phrase, but he sure has become the face of it.
But
this isn't how it all began. His very first upload is from January 2019. He suddenly spawned like a Pokemon out of nowhere, standing on a pile of ice, giving an emotional address.
Enjoy blessing.
At that point, every single piece of his
absolutely like intense is saying everything, like he's saying it like he's just about to like rip himself apart.
content was about being fearless and work tirelessly through hardship to achieve your goals. Locals say he regularly swims and does weird exercises in the river. A shop owner was asked about him and said he swims here every year. However, she fears it may affect the city's appearance a bit when he walks around only wearing shorts. He has become such a character that a bunch of Chinese influencers made a documentary about trying to find him. And when they did, guess what he was doing? Exactly.
Swimming.
So, a wholesome Chinese man trying to stay positive and swimming in the ice. So far so good. What's the issue?
It definitely seems kind of crazy, like a lol cow. Like in the West, I don't know if you guys know, lol cow is the name for like the more like meme crazy internet personality, you know, like a Christian and that type, right? It definitely has like a lol cow kind of vibe, but maybe the wholesome kind of lol cow.
Digging a little deeper, I found a police report filed against him. It reads, this online influencer gets half naked, acts like a rabid animal, yelling gibberish, and sometimes obscenities. The police response, no illegal action detected after investigation. A month after the complaint, he uploaded a clip telling people he does not tolerate guests at his home.
Okay, there's no way. It looks like he glued the skin of his eyelid on top of like his eyebrows. It looks glued. Like, yeah, it looks like he's gluing his skin.
后果自负。
Paparazzi or stalkers,
Consist.
maybe? This article claims he was seen chasing people off his property with a shovel. Could be haters or trolls, and he does have many of them. Here's someone telling him to kill himself during his live stream. Now, I don't know about you, but something is
the
off here.
internet.
You have this dude who lives in a decrepit old house. It looks very rural and quite poor. He's a talented singer, he plays an instrument, swims in a frozen river shirtless, he's in great health, great public speaker, he has so many followers he could easily make millions with sponsorship deals. What is going on here? Who is this man and how did he become like this?
That's a good question. What's the origin story?
Now,
What
even
was
though
his
a lot of
Joker
people
moment?
just refer to him as the Zhang Zhao guy over here, his actual name is Huang Chunsheng, which is a typical rural name. It means springborn. But he's known online by his nickname Guai Ge.
我是朝阳东涌怪哥。
If you roam Chinese online forums, they also refer to him as Speck from Baki.
Oh,
He's
nice.
from the rural
That's true, actually. It does have that, like, Baki character, like, insane amount of, like, lines, you know? Damn.
怪哥。
If you roam Chinese online forums, they also refer to him as Speck from
It literally is a Baki character, yeah. Doesn't have quite the chin, but yeah.
Baki. He's from the rural county of Chaoyang City in Liaoning Province, northeastern China. Guai Ge is a man shrouded in mystery. It is incredibly hard to distinguish facts from fiction. We are not the only ones taking an interest in him after
there a
all.
game?
Chinese netizens are relentless though. I've gathered what I could. This rabbit hole is way deeper than I expected. There are claims he was a PE teacher in elementary school, that he was an incredibly talented calligraphy teacher who would always wear military uniforms. Some internet users claim to have been his students. Quote, in the harsh winter winds of northeast China, the snow in rural schoolyards hadn't melted. He taught me what high knee lifts were and what frog jumps entailed. Oh god.
What is
Frog
this, like a
jumps.
poem?
Shaolin flashback triggered. Physical education classes were like nightmares at that time. The next day, classmates looked like they were disabled. But no evidence. The
Fair
living
enough.
man, no evidence. Construction, no evidence. Barber. He has shaved his brother on a stream. He has videos of shaving himself on a train. Is that enough to say he's been a barber? I doubt it. I shave myself. Wedding event performer. Now finally something that we do have some evidence for. There is footage of him acting both as a serious host and as his Guai Ge happy, wacky hype man style.
Okay.
There's one thing we know for certain though. He's a trained traditional art performer. A photo of his membership of the local Tsuyi Association was
Trained
found, which is a
traditional
collective
art.
of people engaging in the same type of folk music and theater art. I also found some really low quality images of him doing stand-up with a partner. This article confirms his
Okay.
career. His colleague's name was Gaze, and they performed together in some type of TV broadcasts. Gaze recalls that Guai Ge was a very serious person. Interesting. Even a program that would only go for 10 minutes.
Interesting.
He'd spend a whole week
Like I said, Joker moments, but maybe, yeah, he did have, like, some kind of Joker moment where it just went crazy, but, like, it seems crazy in still kind of a positive way, I guess.
diligently preparing and memorizing lines deep into the night. The program ran for 4 years, but with consistently low ratings and ultimately got cancelled. And then, according to this article, Guai Ge became an unemployed wanderer. But now things get a bit darker. This article reads, Guai Ge's life has been more painful than that of many people. His mother passed away early due to illness, leaving only his father and younger brother at home.
Damn.
Due to a hereditary disease, Guai Ge's younger brother suffers from intellectual disabilities and sometimes cannot even speak. Just as he managed to grow into adulthood, his father suddenly fell ill and became paralyzed. Is he taking care of his family? If you look at the GDP per capita and the average income of a city, I know it's not the perfect metric, but at least something, he probably earned less than 2,000 RMB per month in 2018. That's around $290. Even in China, good luck supporting 3 grown men with that.
Yeah.
Especially as a local artist and performer. He once uploaded a video of himself crying.
He's not getting, like, the brother was, like, super disabled. He's not getting disability. I don't know if China has disability.
加油，奥利给啊！
Okay.
你要
damn.
动弹呢，听话，别动。
People speculate that this was around the time his brother passed away, since he would only stream at midnight. Some say this was to avoid the trolls in the chat, others say it's because he needed to prepare meals for his brother and bedridden father in the morning.
我们的心永远连在一起。
So we have a lot of shaky information.
That's
Some
sad.
pieces of his puzzle remain obscured, many others are just hearsay. But just recently, in November 2023, the same people who tracked him down 4 years ago were finally able to shed some light on his life by interviewing him to dispel the rumors.
Okay.
And guess what? Him being a teacher was true. Apparently he was a
Okay.
real hard-ass teacher too. Really militaristic and strict. Students had to sit straight and had exact rules of how
surprised.
far away the body must be from the chair and the table. Parents even filed complaints against him that he's insane and he's gonna spread his craziness to the students. And all this eventually cost him his job.
He's insane.
The rumors about
No doubt.
construction work, delivery, even picking up bottle caps, it was all true. He said he did it.
So, like, at one point, he's, like, a teacher and people already think he's insane. But then he managed to, like, act normal enough to do, like, that stand-up coming for 4 years. And, like, the guy's working with think he's like a normal guy, but then he's insane again.
Survive.
That's something.
The article even tells us about his obsession with swimming in the ice. He says he's always been a rebellious kid. He wanted to have long hair, which in China is a big no-no, by the way. His parents and the school obviously forbid it. And when he grew up, he thought...
Which is weird thinking about like, why is it weird? Why is it bad? Like long hair? Isn't like most of the manhwa or like, you know, tricking dominoes and stuff like that, they often portray with like long hair, right?
Long hair was boring, so he shaved it all off. In his youth, he was always jealous of people who swam in the Darling River because his family wouldn't allow him to. So he took up swimming in 1997 and he started winter swimming in 2007. And he says he's so happy that now he can swim in the river as much as he wants to. I've talked to you guys about his past, his shtick, but there's one huge aspect of him that you don't know yet. This guy, Guaige, stubbornly refuses to get rich. His entire purpose in life seems to be to spread positivity and rejecting money.
粗茶淡饭6、7分饱。
Multiple sources, including platform officials, claim that he's extremely hard to contact for business. Sure, he made some small ads for local businesses and events, but with his enormous following, he should be rich at this point.
Right.
Yet there are no signs of improvements of his living conditions. At some point, he got so big on Kuaishou that they wanted to feature him in their official ads. They sent him a really positive and encouraging script, and according to the director...
I mean, maybe it's as simple as like, you know, if he's like always preaching about happiness, maybe he's preaching about, you know, like you don't need money to be happy or something. So like he's literally living by that, which respect, like if that's what it is.
He initially refused to shoot the ad, let alone be its centerpiece. After the job, he refused to get paid the agreed upon amount. It's reasonable to assume that he ultimately did get paid. Obviously, the director said that if Guaige insists on not receiving the money, he will simply transfer it to his Kuaishou account
Forced
via
money
back-end
giving.
access. Now, some of you might say, and I think it's reasonable, that all this anti-materialism, good person, blah blah, could just be part of his image. Yeah, maybe. But you have to understand that TikTok is used by young people in China. Kuaishou represents the peasant subculture. It's aimed at rural people with middle or lower class incomes. And those content creators are often massive sellouts, engaging in self-harm for views, get rich quick schemes, and advertising the worst garbage.
I mean, you don't need to explain that about China. Like it's like on YouTube, on TikTok, on like every single platform these days. Like anybody was like, you know, getting like even a little bit of fame for anything will try to make $3,000 out of it. I mean, recently the Wakta girl, right? Hello, Pom. Like, you know, she literally made a joke about like, you know what I mean? And now she's like going on podcasts. She's like, you know, doing like a ton of money, appearing in places, all from like saying like the dumbest thing in the street interview. Like anybody who gets like big fame suddenly on YouTube, on the internet, they automatically try to cash on it, which again, I can understand, like it's a chance, you know, even if it's stupid. You know? So yeah, I guess respect to him trying not to do that and just, you know, be a good guy, I guess. Edo Ivan, spring is coming. It's fucking summer, dude. It's summer. Wakda.
But you can possibly imagine. The platform is a cesspool of trash. It's called 烂活 in Chinese, a rotting gig, a lazy life. He's an absolute anomaly among that crowd. He gets tons of bullying and harassment for his crazy antics and haters that spam his streams and claim he's a fake. This hate also led him to build a very loyal and dedicated fan base that reports abusive comments and, you know, tries to clean up his streams. They even wrote guides on what stream items to donate so that he can make more money. When they ask him how to donate directly to help his situation, he tears up, sometimes outright rejects it, and insists his online presence isn't about begging on the internet. And he never does beg for money. He doesn't peddle trash products. Yes, he behaves in a
Is he really the hero? Is the main character, I mean. Like in the sea of like 99.99% of people who like, you know, in a situation would like, you know, use their fame to make money, is like the main character just rejecting everything.
We way sometimes, but never anything immoral or extreme, unlike yours truly. He doesn't say, it's so hard to find meaning in life, now please join my $500 weekend program where I teach you about purpose. Here you can see him talking about working hard, living a simple life, and having a graceful soul in his moldy kitchen.
I mean, I'm a fan. He's awesome.
Everyone that consumes his content agrees that he's one wholesome dude. Guaige is often listed as one of the most spotless online personalities. He's praised by many of his peers and even state-owned media for remaining true to his message and not showing pride in his fame. King. He participated in some more ads for the platform, giving encouraging speeches in a suit, but honestly, I don't really like him. I think they don't fit his style. This one is my personal favorite. Just feel his energy. I love it.
生活总是被泼冷水怎么办？如果不想倒下，最好的办法就是笑对他。冷眼和嘲笑都挺好，最好的就是我一直重复的口号，不是为了叫醒自己，而是想给身处低谷的人打气，哪怕 就帮助了一个人都可以，一起大声喊出来，加油，奥利给！
奥利给！ Damn.
小伙伴们，奋
This is like exactly like that one Japanese guy. I forget he was a comedian, I think, or maybe a tennis player before that. Like the one who's in the water is like, you know, never give up, don't give up. Look at me, I'm like in the cold, don't give up. It's kind of like that type, right, of motivational speaker where like it's funny, but it's also like motivating. Yeah. As always, anybody watching can give like as many videos as you want, and yeah, you know, I'll pick the one I'm interested in.
的青春，万岁！
It's waiting for you.
加油，奥利给！
奥利给! Beautiful.
And that, my friends, is the story of Guaige. Or at least
Guaige.
all I could gather. Don't forget, he's a person just like you and me. Some of the info about him is just rumors. In many ways, he remains an enigma. And if you're wondering what he's up to today and yesterday and the day before and tomorrow, going for a swim. That's literally
course.
all of his latest uploads. That's his life. Thanks for
The
watching.
thumbnail is the same every time. Damn.
Latest uploads.
It's like those reaction channels that use the same face for every thumbnail. Classic.
That's his life. Thanks for watching. Antoni out.
Damn, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, I like that. I like that. I wouldn't mind watching more videos, but like Chinese memes. That's pretty great. Origay. Alright. I like how you said, like, it doesn't even mean anything, but it became a meme. Like someone saying something that doesn't mean anything, origay, and everybody starts saying it. Alright. Great video. Here's the link. Great video. Alright. Super interesting. You sent one. Okay.